Hello, BookTube. Who's up for a little jaunt through the mail? The morning's mail. I've had a tremendously productive day so far. Huge amounts of work done, which feels great. So I thought I took a long break. As soon as the work was done, the morning's work was done, I took a long break with an enormous walk with the little puppy. Then we got back, and we both ate, and there was mail, and I thought, give yourself a little more time, and then when our little conversation here is over, I'll take the dog out for another quick walk, and then an evening full of more work. This is a wonderful feeling. Wonderful feeling. So let's see what we have here. Oh, fantastic. Oh, great. All right. This comes out in September, and it intrigues me. This is by Ben Fountain, the author of Billy Lynn's Long Halftime Walk, and it's called Beautiful Country, Burn Again. It is not another novel. It's a work of nonfiction with the Washington Monument as a match on the cover. And it intrigues me. I mentioned on this channel before, it intrigues me when an established author switches gears. I often find that fascinating when they do it. I mean, Ben Fountain's Billy Lynn's Long Halftime Walk was lauded by every critic in Christendom and made into a movie. He knows perfectly well that he could just keep writing that book for the rest of his life and do just fine. And this is nothing like that. So let me show you what piqued my interest here. A society with woefully misplaced priorities plays a role in how Fountain got from writing the culturally and politically imbued fiction he's been justly lauded for, to writing about politics and culture for The Guardian, and now in his new book, Beautiful Country, Burn Again. Fountain writes, quote, "I have feelings. They weren't good feelings. By Thanksgiving 2015, these feelings had crystallized into a sense that something new and ugly was afoot in the land of the famously free." Close quote. At that point, The Guardian sent him on a campaign trail to find out what the hell was going on there. The vivid reporting from Fountain's trip is at the heart of Beautiful Country, Burn Again, a powerful work set over the course of 2016 that recounts a surreal year in politics while exploring what he has called the third American existential crisis, the historical and cultural forces that have brought us to this political moment. Twice before in its history, the United States has been faced with a crisis so severe it was forced to reinvent itself to survive. First, the struggle over slavery, culminating in the Civil War, and second, the Great Depression, which led to Franklin Roosevelt's New Deal and the establishment of America as a social democratic state. In a sequence of essays that excavate the past while laying bare the political upheaval of 2016, Fountain argues that the United States may be facing a third such crisis, one that will require a burning of the old order as America attempts to remake itself. Tell me that doesn't sound fascinating. So this comes out in late September. I'm going to try to hold off reading it until then, but the complexities of such a subject, filtered through the sensibilities of a novelist, could be fascinating. I'm eagerly looking forward to it. I am not among those who might look at someone who's doing something that's not in their typical wheelhouse and say, what was the quote? Shut up and dribble? I don't think that at all. And if somebody wants to change registers, somebody wants to write what's in their heart, I say more power to them. Oh, very nice. Okay, this also comes out in September. And this is by Vivian Schweitzer, and it is called A Mad Love, An Introduction to Opera. Secret passion of mine. Opera is a visceral, emotional experience. No prior knowledge is needed to enjoy a soaring aria, or to be moved to laughter or to tears by popular operas like Carmen or La Boheme. But too often, the centuries-old productions in foreign languages seem unapproachable and intimidating to new viewers. This is true. I can't think of a more dramatically satisfying form of art that is more intimidating to newcomers than opera. In her forthcoming book, A Mad Love, Vivian Schweitzer offers a lively introduction to opera, spanning from Monteverdi's L'Orfeo, to generally considered the first successful opera, to Dead Man Walking and Anna Nicole Smith in recent decades. Okay, so how much time does she spend with bel canto opera? How much time does she spend where I want her to be? Chapter 2 is on Bellini, Rossini, and my favorite, my beloved Donizetti. Chapter 3 is on Wagner and Verdi. Chapter 4 moves to Slavic opera. Chapter 5 is Strauss, Berg, Shostakovich, Gershwin, Benjamin Britten. Okay, so we get one chapter on the opera that I know backwards and forwards, but that's okay. That's okay, because as you all know from watching Jennifer's channel and Insert Literary Pun here, she's a dyed-in-the-wool opera fanatic. Surely she will review this book. Don't y'all want her to? Let's move on, shall we? What's this next one? Let's see here. Oh, very good. Okay, very nice. This comes out in August. This is, oh goodness. Okay, I have no pub sheet to show you, and I have no cover art to show you. It's just a bland old thing, that's all. It's We That Are Young, by Preti Taneja. A debut novel, if I remember correctly. Yes, a stunning debut novel, a modern-day King Lear set in contemporary India. A tale of a battle for power within a turbulent family, for status within a nation in a constant state of transformation, and for the love and respect of a father disappearing into dementia. Okay. So Preti Taneja was born in England to Indian parents. She has worked as a human rights reporter and filmmaker in Iraq, Jordan, Rwanda, and Kosovo, and her works have been published in The Guardian and Open Democracy. She's a fellow at Warwick University and editor of Visual Verse. Her 2014 novella, Kum Kum Malhotra, was awarded the Gatehouse Press New Fictions Prize, and she lives in Cambridge. So this is her first full-length novel, 500-page novel. Wonderful. Okay, I'm a big fan of debut fiction anyway, and this completely intrigued me. So let's see what this next one is. Nice and heavy. What do we got here? Oh, it's 2 books. Oh, very nice. All right, so what do we got here? First one is A Borrowing of Bones by Paula Munier, which has a dog on the cover. So this is from the great people at Minotaur Books. Comes out in September. These are all September books. And it's a debut. Another debut. How nice. It may be the 4th of July weekend, but for retired soldiers Mercy Carr and Belgian Malinois Elvis, so he's a veteran as well. The dog is a veteran as well. It's just another walk in the remote Lye Brook wilderness until the former bomber-sniffing dog alerts to explosives, and they find a squalling baby abandoned near a shallow grave filled with what appear to be human bones. U.S. Game Warden Troy Warner and his search and rescue Newfoundland Susie Bear respond to Mercy's 911 call, and the four must work together to track down a missing mother, solve a cold case murder, and keep the citizens of Vermont safe on potentially the most incendiary Independence Day since the American Revolution. Wait a minute. No, this is she's the author of many books. So, no, okay, it's not a debut novel. It's the debut novel in a murder series, in a new murder series. She actually wrote a whole bunch of books, including one I see called called Fixing Freddy: The True Story of a Boy, a Mom, and a Very, Very Bad Beagle. Gonna have to look that up. All right, so this is a retired soldier and a retired bomb-sniffing dog teaming up with a game warden and his dog. And I'm sure that the romance, if it blooms, will bloom strictly along species-appropriate lines. Then what's the other one that we've got? Oh, cool. All right, this next one comes out, I'm sure, in September. Yep, in September. This is also from Minotaur Books, and this is sure to put a smile on your face. This is An Act of Villainy by Ashley Weaver, the new Amory Ames mystery. Those of you who don't know the Amory Ames series really should go to the library and correct that. What have we got here? London's high society husband and wife sleuthing pair, Milo and Amory Ames, are back for a new adventure. Between Amory's curiosity and appetite for mystery and Milo's cool charm, their engaging dynamic has readers tuning in again and again. Walking through London's West End after a night at the theater, Amory Ames and her husband run into a wealthy investor and former actor Gerald Holloway. Holloway and his wife Georgina are old friends of theirs, and when Holloway invites them to the dress rehearsal of a new play he's directing, Amory readily accepts. However, Amory is shocked to learn that Holloway has cast his mistress, actress Flora Bell, in the lead role. Furthermore, the casual invitation is not what it seems. He admits to Amory and Milo that Flora has been receiving threatening letters, and he needs their help in finding the mysterious sender. Despite Amory's conflicted feelings, not only does he feel loyalty to Georgina, but the disintegration of the Holloways' perfect marriage seems to bode ill for her own sometimes delicate relationship. Her curiosity gets the better of her, and she begins to make inquiries, which is always trouble. Oh my, very nice. Okay, fantastic. That glancing mention, it refers to the fact that, intriguingly, refreshingly, there are deep fault lines that aren't idyllic in the marriage of these two characters. There are deep fault lines that run throughout their relationship. It makes it all the more believable and makes them incredibly fun to read. And if I remember correctly, Olive, at a book, Olive is a big fan of this series. It'd be nice if she reviewed it, wouldn't it? And last but not least, we have this last thing here. It's heavy. Could be something extraordinary here. What have we got? Oh, very nice. Oh my. Okay, this is by William Thompson, and it's called Tides and the Ocean. Water's movement around the world from waves to whirlpools. But it's enormously illustrated. Just enormously illustrated. All sorts of clear graphics of what will happen with meteor strikes, tidal waves. Dun, dun, dun. Oh my. Just a thorough soup to nuts visual representation of how water works on Earth. Great. Fantastic. Okay, so we have Tides and the Ocean. We have An Act of Villainy, the new Amory Ames mystery. We have A Borrowing of Bones, Girl Meets Boy, Girl Dog Meets Boy Dog. We have We That Are Young by Preti Taneja. Unless I miss my guess, this debut is going to get a lot of attention in the autumn. A Mad Love, which Jennifer at Insert Literary Pun here will review. And Beautiful Country Burn Again by Ben Fountain, whose book, Billy Lynn's Long Halftime Walk, a lot of you have probably read. I read it, and I can't wait to see how he does in serious nonfiction. So, but I am going to wait, nevertheless. I'm going to wait on all of these things, except the Tides book. I'm gonna read through that today. But otherwise, I'll wrap this up for now, and I'll see you soon. Thank you, BookTube.